Well, it's nice to just rest for a bit. Nice to just rest for a bit. Breathe a little bit. No idea how we got that. The male woman coming up. Is that a contradiction? No, it's not. Walking past the roses outside through the little arbor. The little funny wire metal overhang that the little yellow roses are growing on, with a little, not quite sure, pinkish, orangish, other roses are on, next to anyway. Oh, I think I'm hanging out with myself. Oh, I'm hanging out with myself. I'm hanging with myself. Hi, self. I think I'm too tired to make another one right now. And I think that's perfectly okay. It's okay that I didn't do anything right now to make everything better right now, somehow. Sometimes I just need some rest. Because I'm a human being human. And I forgive myself, my imperfections. That's what I do. I forgive myself my imperfections. How terrible, you never should. You need to be always vigilant. Well, that's exhausting, I have noticed. And I've noticed recently that like my vigilance, always gotta be aware, always gotta make sure, pay attention. What am I doing? What am I thinking? What am I doing? What am I thinking? What are they doing? What are they thinking? What's happening? Am I on top of this? Am I sufficiently on top of things? Am I paying enough attention? Am I taking care of things the way I should be? Am I aware of the possible problems that could be going on? Am I aware? Am I being responsible enough? 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 Am I being responsible? I think that's the one. Pretty sure I hit on the one. Am I being responsible enough? Am I being responsible enough? Am I being responsible enough? Am I being responsible? To whom? I'm not quite sure. And I don't know if that's even the point. But what I notice is that it's somewhat debilitating. I didn't even need to say this somewhat. It's debilitating, this vigilance that I don't even realize is happening, but it's kind of like, watch out, be careful, look out for everything, make sure everything's fine, make sure everything's fine, make sure everything's fine. Like I'm either a guard dog or I'm about to go out on stage and need to make sure I've memorized all of my lines. Like it's sort of a make sure you do it right. Make sure you don't miss anything. And make sure you're always there and always available to make sure things that need to get done and even that should get done do get done. I've been noticing lately that that's what I've been doing to myself, or that's the feeling that's been in there with me, sort of like exhausting me. And yeah, I kind of got the message that I don't need to keep doing that. That maybe there was a time when hypervigilance was really helpful, or at least that I thought it was helpful. And let's just say that there was a time when it was helpful. Let's just say that so we don't feel badly about what we did wrong in the past. So I don't feel badly about what I did wrong in the past. In other words, was I really wasting my time being vigilant all this time? I could have just chilled out. Maybe not. But whatever I did in the past has led me to where I am right now. So, thanks, past. You're awesome. It was difficult and uncomfortable at times, and it was wonderful at times. And it was weird, and it was confusing, and it was scary, and it was frightening, and it was sad, and it was a billion things. But I'm coming to realize that I have so much more ability or capacity than I had realized. You know, it seemed like I needed to get a whole bunch of stuff from the outside in the past, and now I realize it's all available. It's all available. It's like constantly available. And I don't know why I'm reluctant to say from within me. So how about if I don't be reluctant to say from within me? Yeah. Not the classic, like, I can do it myself. I don't need anybody else. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I definitely need somebody else. And there's somebody else inside of me. There's something inside of me that is incredibly helpful, generous, caring, loving, patient, kind, giving, infinite, resourced, that doesn't seem like it's me. That seems like it's something outside of me, that seems like it's something other than me, but keeps telling me that it's actually me. Keeps clarifying that it's actually me. And so one of the thoughts, so this is just a thought, this is not like clarity speaking, probably going to be revised by clarity at some point down the road. But the thought, feeling that I have about it right now is that I don't really need to keep holding on to the feeling of, sort of losing my train of thought here as I'm speaking out loud. Yeah, it's so interesting how it like got all clouded up all of a sudden in my thought as I was like going right towards what seemed like a really good point. But basically, I just felt like I'm going to switch gears because it's obviously the thoughts like drifted away somewhere. But it was a really good point, and clarity will make it later. Maybe that's the whole deal. Maybe clarity's going to make it later because I don't have it quite right here. But yeah, so I'm like infinitely resourced. I'm infinitely resourced. Infinite resources available to me at all times. And it's actually me helping me. So one of the ways that I kind of recently am enjoying thinking of this is like I have this like amazingly fantastic friend who really cares about me, who always has my back, who's like ready to help out, who's actually not even ready to help out, but who's always helping out every second of the day, but I don't necessarily see it that way. I'm just like, this guy made me late for work, it's ridiculous. And then I don't notice that like I didn't get into a car accident because I got slowed down getting to work and I thought it was awful, but it's not awful. And every bad thing that's happened to me has led to something that was really good and amazing. And I didn't see it at the time. Did a lot of sadness, feeling, grieving, blah, blah, blah stuff. But I'm really beginning to trust in it all because beyond beginning. Yeah. I'm not alone at all, and I can't be. Doesn't mean, I'm not going to explain. Well, they would say, you know, we are all that is, and we are always available to you at all times, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to diminish that. But yeah. So in that way, I'm never alone. In that way, as if it's not like the whole gigantic picture of super amazingness. It's so funny how we can get like these such small perspective, and then we like, oh yeah, there's this amazing thing that happened, and I'm just like, yeah, but I have to go buy bread at the store, which is fine because sometimes I have to go buy bread at the store. And actually not bread because I'm gluten-free. I'm gluten-free. I'm that which is gluten-free. No, actually, that's not true. I don't eat a lot of bread or things with wheat in it because somebody somewhere told me that was going to be good for me, and I tried it, and it seemed to work really well, and I'm still doing it, and it's very helpful, and I don't have arthritis in my fingers now, and feel healthier, and all kinds of good stuff. But that's just something that I've been doing for a while. I don't even know why I'm talking about the gluten-free thing. Super helpful. Not eating wheat. For me. Just for me. Just for me. It's not for you. They put GF on the menu, I noticed. You know, GF, gluten-free. And I once described it as Godforsaken. I have to eat this Godforsaken thing. But no, not really, actually. A lot of good gluten-free stuff. Yes, one of those earthy, crunchy California types. Ooh, who's really originally from upstate New York in the Adirondack Mountains. There, now you know too much about me. Oh no. Yeah, so I'm actually a country kid who is annoying you by tapping on his glass of tea. Could you stop that? Gosh, I wish you'd stop that. Yeah, I get it. It's really annoying when people do stuff you don't want. When people do things I don't want them to do, I wish they wouldn't do them. But what I'm starting to notice is that it's not the thing they're doing, it's my thought that it's a problem. It's my focus on the being bothered by the thing. My focus, like that's annoying, that's annoying, that's annoying. The thing itself, this could be a very pleasant little sound, right? But my focus and my thought and my attention is, that's annoying, that's not what I want it to be, that's not what it ought to be. And then I get all like hyper focused on that. It's like, it's the only thing that exists is that tapping. If only you would stop the tapping, I could think and do the things I want to do. And so that's a good example. Like that to me is a classic teaching me. It's like that sort of thing constantly teaches me, oh, you're hyper focused on a thing and you're calling it wrong and you're calling it annoying and you're calling it what shouldn't be. And if, like falling asleep, etc., you just completely let go, not try to let go, but focus on something else, then it wouldn't annoy you at all. And the like jackhammer, you know, I'm calling it a jackhammer to exaggerate, of the sound or the thing or the speaking or the whatever that's super annoying, really won't be so annoying anymore. Now, you may have tried this a million times, but the thing really is annoying. It's like, trust me, I get it, because it annoys me too. Lots of things do. And it is true that it is easier when there's just stillness and where every single condition is absolutely perfect for you. But they're not going to be. They're just not. Sorry. Sorry. So, oh no, we were hoping the conditions would become perfect. So it's not about the conditions. It's about your focus on them and your thoughts about the thing that's going on that is causing you the pain and suffering. That's really mostly it. It's the thought about it. So let go of that and everything will be fine. There, good. I solved all your problems. But no, just that's food for thought for now. Okay, love you. There'll be more on that. Don't worry. There'll be more.